Welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about the spatial objects available inside Alteryx. Now, there are so many tools available inside Alteryx. If you see, we have the buffer, create points, distance, nearest, and generalize. So right now, before we begin, this video will give you a glimpse what exactly spatial object means. So first thing, what I can do is I can bring here the input data, and I can just bring here from this connector file or a database, and I have already saved an Alteryx database here. So I can click on this .yxdb and I have United States capitals. So I can click on open. Now here I'll just click on run button. Now what exactly this data has? This has 6 columns. If you see, these are 6 fields. We have the state and the city. We have the latitude and longitude. Then we have the capital city and the state. These are the spatial objects. Carefully observe, they have something different in that they are not showing the values, but they represent something given as point. And if you see, that's a point for the capital city and the polygon for the state. Now, in order to view that data, you need a browse tool. If you observe, view browse tool to map the data. So right now, if you want to see that, I'll just drag this browse tool, drop it into the canvas here, and now click on run button. When you see the output here on the left hand side, in the configuration window, I can see all the states in the United States and the cities which are presented in the form of dot. So if I select any one line, any one record from here, or if I keep on selecting, you can see the changes happening on the map. Okay, it's very small. So let me increase the size. And here, if I select some other states, you can see the states are getting highlighted in those maps. You see, one by one, it's getting highlighted. So let us understand in detail what this map talks about. So here we have the capitals which are mentioned in the form of point. So whatever points, if you see, these are the cities. And the polygon is the states. So suppose if you only want to see the states, you can just click on this 2 of 2 fields on this configuration window, and you can select only state from here. So only states would be given, and these are all the states in United States. And if I keep on selecting, it's a very small thing, but if you see, it's get highlighted in the configuration window here. Same way, if I'm only interested to watch about these cities, so I can deselect the state and select only capital city. So all the dots which you can see, these are for the cities inside United States. Now the problem here is you do not know whether it is US, India or China. So in order to see that, what we can do is I can just extend this configuration window, and here it says no base map. I can click on this drop down, and there are different versions of Alteryx where you can see the map. So if I select the first one, which is Alteryx Lite, most recent vintage, and you can see now that cities are presented on this map. Same way, if I select something, let's say Alteryx Lite, and if you observe, the data is something different here. So the map at the backend keeps on changing. So you can keep on selecting the map relevant to your work. So if I select this Alteryx Satellite, and you can see it gives you a view of satellite option. So these are the natural or the God-made, and the other options, for example, if I say Alteryx Satellite Streets, these are man-made. So depending upon which department or domain you're working, then you can pick up those maps. So if you see the other options, we have, let's say, Alteryx Streets, and you see these are all the street area inside the United States. So right now, if you keep on selecting the relevant option, you'll get it. Right now, I'll just go for Alteryx Lite. That's the most simplest one which you can pick up. And now on the left hand side, we can pick up here capital city and the state, both of them. And now what we have is, if you see, there are some small tools helping us to understand. If I click on plus sign, it will zoom and I can see more in detail about each state. So if I keep on selecting, you see the states would be visible here. So I can zoom in and zoom out, you see, zoom in and zoom out. And suppose if I keep on extending using my mouse, the scroller option, and if I want to come back, I can select this option as home. So home will bring back, it's a reset view. It will bring back all the data in the one picture here. And then I can keep on selecting the data. You see, it's now relevant and easy to understand. So this comes as the 2 of 2 fields, and these are all the configuration options available. Now here on the right hand side, if you observe, these are the spatial objects. Now remember, to watch any spatial object inside this spatial tab, you always need a browse tool. Okay, always. So this is created by default. Okay, but how do we get those spatial objects in the form of point as well as the polygon? We'll be watching in the coming videos. So to convert those into spatial objects, there are so many options available in the spatial tab. Okay, so for time being, I hope you have understood how exactly the spatial objects look like and how do we watch the data using browse tool in Alteryx. That's all for this video.